Good morning, Mario, and good morning, Switch fans. Happy Friday, and oh boy, it has been a confusing summer. I think unexpected is the best way to describe this season, and today's show just fits right in with that. Nintendo Switch Online is changing, and we've got some release dates, we've got some leaks, and I want to hear what you think. So make sure to hit that like button and let me know your take in the comments down below. Let me also point out that this Sunday is the return of my Pokemon podcast. Me and my good guy Joseph, the literal Pokemon expert, he's got every game stored up in his memory bank, are doing episode 6 this Sunday, and we got a super special giveaway. It is custom, it is so cool, it is big, and you won't believe your eyes. So hopefully I'll see you all there Sunday. New show, and now on to this show, which is happening right now. Let's kick it off right away with a little Thor Love and Thunder movie review. All right, saw the movie last night on opening night, and I thought it was pretty fun. To me, it falls below Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I really liked that one, the interesting tone it took, and the cool visuals. This movie has a lot of cool visuals of its own and some nifty gags. I didn't find it to be grating. I didn't find it to be amazing. I thought the first 30 minutes were very creative and fun, and then I felt like it became pretty standard, although Christian Bale does a great job as Gore the God Butcher, and I did like that villain, his origin, and sort of his resolution. It is a solid Marvel movie. Not amazing and not bad, just right in the middle with some fun moments. Call me crazy, but I still like Marcel the Shell with shoes on better. It's my favorite movie I've seen this summer. Anyways, later this summer, we are going to get some good indie games. Cult of the Lamb is dropping from Devolver on August 11th, and now Curse to Golf gets an August 18th release date. This one has been teased and talked about for quite a while. It is an awesome-looking, dungeon-crawling, side-scrolling golf game, taking the mechanics and making it super interesting. Now, we won't hear from Sports Story or Hollow Knight Silksong probably until the next Indie World, or who knows beyond that, but in the meantime, we do have a very good lineup of Nintendo Switch indies coming our way, and August is where they really seem to be dropping hard with those two that I mentioned. I'm really excited for this one, and maybe you should check it out, see if it's something you're interested in picking up, or you could pick up the next leaked Switch game, which is Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3. While Mario Kart moves all around and tries to figure out how to drop its DLC and maybe one day release Mario Kart 9, Nick Kart Racers is just doing the dirty deed by dropping a 3 2 years after a 2. This leaked out on bestbuy.com. It's coming October 7th, and it touts things like fully voiced racers, over 40 characters, over 90 crew members, 36 tracks. That's a pretty beefy game. These are actually pretty decent. It's obviously not Mario Kart caliber, but it's better than some of the other racers that pop up on Switch from time to time, and the voice acting's like a pretty nifty deal. So it promises characters from SpongeBob, TMNT, Avatar The Last Airbender, and of course more. I mean, there's over 40 characters, so you're gonna get those from every single big Nickelodeon franchise. If you're into kart racers, if you're into Nick nostalgia, this one drops in October, adding another third-party game to the list. By that time, we'll definitely have Wave 2 of the Mario Kart Booster Pass. Will we have Wave 3? Well, at this rate, I don't know. But hopefully we get some Mario Kart Mania up in here soon. I'm missing that game, and this leak of Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3 just makes me want Nintendo to drop it that much more. Now Nintendo. Confusing and chaotic as ever. They've done it again. They made a wild announcement that has really sent some reverberations through the Nintendo Switch Online space and what will come of this service. Because we were pretty convinced that, hey, they've run out of N64 titles because they showed a bunch when they first announced the expansion pack, and then they dropped them all. Last month was Pokemon Snap on June 24th, and that kind of wrapped up Nintendo's reel. Like, that was their trailer, and that was the last game. What would happen next? Well, what didn't happen was a Nintendo Direct, and what didn't happen was an announcement of Game Boy or Game Boy Advance. So, the N64 nostalgia soldiers on. There's good and bad to this, and also just some assurances, so let's dive in. Nintendo announced that Pokemon Puzzle League is dropping next Friday, July 15th. So this is the first N64 game not previously shown off by Nintendo, indicating that there is more to come. Now it's interesting because Pokemon Puzzle League is kind of a cult favorite side spin-off Pokemon game. It's no Pokemon Stadium, which is what I bought instead of Pokemon Puzzle League. Back then I spent $70 on Pokemon Stadium, so there's no way I was getting Puzzle League less than a year later. But anyhow, this is a pretty cool game. It does have like actual voices and FMV from the animated series, and it's a cool puzzler, which people do enjoy. Weird that it's back-to-back Pokemon, Snap and Puzzle League, June and July. Interesting. Just kind of promoting Scarlet and Violet, or is there some other reason? I don't know. Maybe it's just pure coincidence. But what makes this more interesting is while this is the first new title to be unveiled, Japan is getting 2 custom robo games which were shown off in their initial trailer, completing their set of games. So one conspiracy theory could be that, well, Nintendo just needed one more thing for the US side, and the Japan side is now complete, and so now N64 is done. But I think there's kind of a different thing at play here. I think Nintendo has proven that they will continue to drip feed these games for a long time. We continue to get random NES games and random SNES games, most of the time titles nobody wants, dropped years after those systems were announced and years after their successor systems have arrived on Switch Online. So this is not a death knell for Game Boy or Game Boy Advance, even coming this year. Look, Nintendo didn't have a June Direct or really any place to talk about Switch Online. They could have done a Twitter drop, but maybe that's still to come. And just because they're continuing N64 does not mean that they can't do another system as well, as evidenced by what they've already done with Switch Online and the nostalgic games catalog. What's cool here, though, is that their regularly scheduled monthly release is still intact. They're still going once per month, every 3 or 4 weeks, and that is a great schedule. It feels nice to know that something will come from Nintendo to the N64 expansion pack every month, and they still have some solid games to bring our way, and I think they can keep this up. Could they decide to stop it? Yes. Will they reveal a new trailer? Probably not. It's my best guess that from here on out, it's just going to be surprises. I don't know if you find that more fun or less fun. I'm a big surprise fan. I do like patterns, but Nintendo just kind of throws all that to the wind. So I think this is more just showing Nintendo's commitment to keeping these services over time, slowly but surely. And I saw an interesting take online that Nintendo Switch Online is supposed to go beyond the Switch, right? Nintendo has been very blah with their online services in the past, but Switch Online is kind of the most together, the best package, and gives you the most stuff. And so letting this live beyond Switch is part of the plan. And in the same way that Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus carry over from console to console. So maybe Nintendo's ultimate desire here is that they can still be dropping classic games on their service years from now. And so the drip feed, the slow rollout, it's to elongate and make sure that Switch Online is still valuable down the road. Now, I'd love to believe that Nintendo could do all this, carry it over, and then move to another system. Like, hey, now we're doing classic GameCube games. That would be better, but Nintendo's shown that they are very fickle and stingy and frugal with their vault, and they will give it to you as they see fit. So Game Boy, Game Boy Advance right now on the back burner, but we know that emulator is real, and so even though this is sort of a change, right? Nintendo exhausted their N64 initial lineup. They're moving on to what you could call like Wave 2. We don't know exactly how long that'll go, what all titles are included. It does not prevent Game Boy from being included at any point in the near future. But I will say that with this modification and bringing in new N64 games, I'm not so sure that the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance is imminent. Before I thought that they would move to that soon, but maybe now they will save it closer to renewal time, which is in the fall. So now like September Direct seems like the place where you'd announce a major expansion to Nintendo Switch Online, and then they can continue to dole out N64 games in August and September, and honestly October, November, and December. I don't know how many more heavy hitters they have. They could do Pokemon Stadium, and I'm sure there's a few other games, including GoldenEye, that everyone would really love. Never sure if that'll happen. But for right now, Switch Online is proving that A, it's scheduled, B, N64 isn't done, and C, Nintendo has zero pattern. Things don't follow the trailers, things don't follow the dates, things don't follow past precedent. They just go. And where they go, we're along for the ride. We just try to wake up early and drink our tea and figure out what the heck Nintendo's gonna do next. So let me know if you're excited about Pokemon Puzzle League. I know there's some out there that love this game, and it seems like a fun addition for next week. Are you pumped that they're continuing N64? Are you bummed that Game Boy probably is still a ways away? And do you wish Nintendo would tell us, or do you prefer the surprise route? Randomly waking up in a morning and seeing that, hey, a new N64 game is coming next week. Either way, thank you so much for watching the show. I hope you guys had a great week with me, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Again, I'll see you on the Pokemon Podcast Sunday. We'll have another video Saturday as well, and then GMM returns on Monday. I stick to a schedule. I have a routine. I like my patterns, and I like you a lot too. So thanks so much for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. And until next time, my wonderful friends, thanks again. SwitchForce, out.